Welcome back to Retirement News Online. Educators have an unusual mix of potential income sources in retirement. As a teacher, they likely have a pension and a defined contribution plan, depending on whether they're with a public school or nonprofit school. Now, other variables include some being able to contribute to Social Security and some not. All this together makes planning for teachers in retirement somewhat challenging. My guest is Ben Jerome with Appreciation Financial. He is the Regional Vice President in New Albany, Ohio. And Ben, it's been said that teachers don't receive the same kind of protections that private sector workers have, and they get sold a lot of junk that often have high fees and risk of market loss. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. And I think the biggest reason why that happens is because, unfortunately, the public sector, nonprofits, obviously municipalities, government agencies, and certainly included and folded into that would be school district employees, teachers, custodial workers, support staff, principals, secretaries, the whole deal. They don't get the service that they deserve. They maybe don't make the top tier dollars, which is what financial services is focused on, right? They want to get the big income earners, the people with millions and millions of dollars. Well, if you're teaching third grade for 30 years, you don't have the budget to save $1 million. So you end up getting the short end of the stick when it comes to service. And I think that that's the biggest reason. And one other reason why they might not get the best products is because a lot of companies are not specifically designed and focused on providing a solution that fits well with a pension, that fits well with someone that doesn't have Social Security, and that does protect them from some catastrophic events like the market crash in 08, 09, or 01, and things like that.
So teachers often are blindsided when they retire with a 30% income gap on average. Why does this happen, and then how can you help them?
I think it comes down to education. Retirement's scary. Anything you don't know is terrifying. Like, think about the first time you step behind the wheel of a car. It's scary. So retirement is one of this nebulous in the future thing, and it's super easy to put off, and maybe until it's too late. So I think one of the biggest things that we try to focus on, and what we got to focus on, is empowering and educating folks early, and letting them and giving them the resources they need to make an educated, empowered decision as quickly as possible, because time is something we can never get back. And when it comes to investing and saving, it's all the more true.
Now, can you explain how the living benefits that the right life insurance can provide can really help teachers cover that income gap?
I think we live in a day and age where we realize how fragile and temporary our physical health is more than ever. I think that's one thing that we've come out of this whole, COVID reality from, and hopefully, I say that optimistically, we're coming out of with a realization that's new and fresh. Everyone knows about, heart attacks and cancer, and all those are things that can happen. But until you go through it, until you experience it for a loved one or for your own direct family, you don't realize all of the ancillary, just catastrophic effects it has. And one of the biggest ones is finances. How are you going to continue working and providing your family if you can't get out of bed, or you're so fatigued, or you don't have an appetite, or you're going through chemo, or you're just completely unable to continue to go to work? How are you going to overcome a period of time when you're recovering from getting a stent put into your heart, or you get in a severe car accident? Living benefits is designed to help with all those things, because they happen and we can't plan for them. So we all know we're gonna die, but that's somewhere way down the road. What happens along that road before that takes place that possibly gets us to a spot where, man, we don't know how to provide for our family. We don't know if we do get back on our feet, how we're going to possibly retire someday. And that's what living benefits have been so well designed to meet that need.
That's Ben Jerome with Appreciation Financial, and this is Retirement News Online.